Thanks for staying with us. Well, you know, often we see the artist or we hear their music, but do we know how they came to be? It takes a village to raise a child, and raising a star is really no different. Sunrise takes you on the flip side today, where we look at the manager behind the star. Today, we sit with Christopher Wallace, popularly known as Dr. Love, the manager of the Continental Boss, Nigy Boy, to discuss the how, the what, the where, and the why of his journey to becoming a manager. Welcome to Sunrise, Doc. How you do?
Morning.
Enough respect. So let me begin by, you know, you in your roots in St. Catherine. I'm from the parish of St. Catherine. You're up in the north in Louidasville. Tell us about where you're from and what that was like.
Well, I'm from a little place called Louidasville, St. Catherine.
Yes.
Where I grew up and all of that.
Walipa Orange.
Walipa Orange, Walipa Key. Walipa Orange, Walipa Key and all of that. And it's a nice community, very quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived there when I was young.
Yeah.
And then migrated from there to Kingston.
Yeah.
Big foreign.
Yeah.
Then migrated to the other big foreign and all that. So that's where I'm from.
Yeah. What was it like? You have fond memories of growing up in St. Catherine?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good growing up and all that. I remember a lot, you know, like going to the cane field and bamboo walk.
Yeah.
Run up and down, pick up buckle, sell buckle, everything, you know.
Yeah.
So been through the regular, you know.
You were a DJ.
Right.
So you were always into music, playing music, whatever. But then at what point did you transition into management?
Well, I did music for a couple of years, doing some producing and stuff like that. And then Spirit just told me, listen, go up on the other side, which is what you're more comfortable with. You know, because some of us may love something, but it may not love us the way we think it is. So I just transitioned from doing that, then start to do the producing and the management part.
So in terms of your love for music, whether playing music, producing music, and then managing music, what ignited this love for the music industry?
You know what it is? Music is a medicine for the art, you know. And there's a lot of things that's missing from the music. Good management, good music, a lot of good things behind it. So to be honest, it just happened naturally. Most of the things in my life just happen naturally, wherever my spirit goes. And that's just started out.
All right, let me ask you now about management. Now, I'm one of those people who, and I've spoken with managers of athletes and managers of public figures. I always say, for many people who are successful, management is the difference. Like, if that person was better managed, he would have been a superstar. If that person was better managed, he would have been a mega athlete. And so management is something that sometimes we underrate, because we see the star, but we don't see the person holding them accountable. How do you view the importance of management?
The importance of management is very important, because our artists need somebody to help them, such as booking shows, make sure their health is good, make sure that they're in time, because majority of artists, they don't know time, right? And that's one of the biggest problems. And management work is very hard. It's not easy. People may say, oh, I could manage. When you got to wake up a certain time and make sure that you get to the TV on time, the radio on time, the airport on time. It's just so much. It's a lot of work, so it took a lot of wear and tear on your body. But over time, if you do it right, it would just become such a norm to your life, where it's like, okay, it's just a regular job. And you have to love it. You can't love the money or love the app. You have to love management to do it.
Now, more specifically, Continental Boss, Nigy Boy, I remember he came in studio, and just how he is as a person. I mean, getting degree, and you know, we were having the whole conversation about the birth certificate that day, and then the next time I saw him, it was on stage at Sumfest. And I came the Monday and I said, look here, one of the artists who took Sumfest for me was Nigy Boy. I said it multiple times, and I even heard other hosts saying it was Nigy Boy. What is it like managing him as a big talent educated, bright youth, he is visually impaired. That's different.
Right. Well, for Nigy, one of the best artists I think Jamaica have. He's easy to work with. He don't argue. He listens. And actually, it's like Nigy training me, because since I met Nigy, my life have changed. I look at life different. And we never have an argument. Never have an argument, never have a disagreement. We work together good. I give him the opportunity to make his own decisions. I get him involved with everything that concerns his and music and the company to make sure that it's like we're a partner in business, not just an artist over there where I make a decision and he doesn't know about it. So working with Nigy,
but what about, for instance, you're booking things for him and making sure that everything is okay for him as a person who is differently abled?
To be honest, sometimes I have to wonder if Nigy blind. I have to literally wonder if he's blind because it's. I got a booking agency, and I tried. As a management, you cannot do everything. You have to separate some things, and you have to pick what you do best and what you're happy with. You don't try to do it. If you try to do everything as a management, it then becomes a problem. So I placed myself a way that I could make things work. So working with him is like. Sometimes as a Nigy, you're sure you're not see. Because I may forget something I ask him and he knows. So working with Nigy really is like, it's amazing. It's something that I grew to love music even more. Just, working with the man.
Final word then, if you could say one thing to somebody who is considering managing other people, especially in the entertainment industry, what is it that you would say?
I would say, don't worry about the money. Money is the least. Believe in yourself, believe in the product, and you have to be committed to it. If you're not committed to it, it's not going to work. And you have to stay in the lane to make sure, you make good decisions, because whatever decision you make, if it's bad, it's going to affect the artist, it's going to affect you. So you always have to stay on a range, and always, every artist that you're willing to work with, make sure that you leave with a statement. So if they decide tomorrow morning that they're not going to stay around you, you leave them with something that they remember that that person was good to me. So I would recommend anybody to try it. It's a good experience. You travel a lot of places, do a lot of things. So it's a good way to travel. You know what I mean? As long as you don't worry about the finance part, because most people worry about the money. That will come later.
Okay.
And when you're supposed to give what is supposed to give and take what's supposed to be yours. Because the pie is always big enough for everybody.
All right, got it. Our guest, Christopher Dr. Love Wallace Crooks, producer and manager. Summer's not quite over yet, viewers, so there's still time for a good staycation. Destination Tuesday hits some local retreat hotspots when we return.
What's your story? What's your sign?